I'm about to meet Samuel L. Jackson. Oh yeah. What? So we got crossbow poles. One just toss you in the water. Feel the breeze, you know what I'm saying? Is there any way? So if you trigger it, what is it? Okay, so let me just trigger it, see what happens. Where did I get shot from? Right there, I think. Right? Okay, yeah. So it shot me through there. Alright. Jelly's share. Jelly. In case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey, got it. If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for next month. Combination required. Huh. Let's see your whiskey. What's the combination though? Okay, open. Combination required. So it's a 3 number. And the multi. To the other side. Alright. Something in this liquor. Oh yeah. Bolts. Wait. Can you go on with that? Alright, so I guess find
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
This guy's fucked. I'm gonna... Bye. Bottle. Hopefully his boys don't come around, but if he does, his boys getting laced up too. I don't know. Maybe I can come back to that code eventually. I don't see a code. So the guy's long gone. Rats. Oh, me. Pestilence. City has been condemned to enter on penalty of death. Okay. Two guards here. Guess we could.
Hey, what was that? I know I heard something.
Oh, there's hella people running around. Drop on an enemy from above and press left click just before landing on him to perform a drop assassination. You won't take any damage from the fall.
What was that?
Something.
I think there's an achievement to not kill anybody in this game, which is pretty interesting. Ooh. Ooh. See if there's anything on that here. It's just sexy on the wall. So I guess this is just like sexy underwater. Is this maybe? Excellent one. Oh. Give me some coins, boy. Alright. I think we're good here for now. Let's see what we got over here. Anybody else need to get violated? Hemlock essence. Is there anything useful on top? Can you even loot underwater? Something I don't figure out. Or maybe they just want you to really keep going in the water. Outsider walks among us. I'm pumping a lot out. Okay.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
Samuel.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend.
Talk to Samuel the boatswain.
I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. Well, they said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here. Look around if you need. I'll be here. Just don't take too long.
Is there anything around here? Can I get my sewer? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Touch. Alright, so I'm guessing there's not much to do. Can I get on top of these pipes maybe? Alright, let's rock, my boy.
Get in! We've got a hot meal and a warm bed waiting for you.
That's what I need. Alright, old man, let's get out of here, dude. 16, no civilians killed, no alarm, dead or unconscious body found, overall chaos high, didn't kill anyone. Oh wow, you can like replay a mission and everything? Runes found, bone shrines found, outsider shrines found, paintings found. This is cool. Damn, you can replay a whole mission. That's interesting. The Hound Pits Pub. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river. Your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalists inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. See what happens.
This is the Hound Pits Pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Mission clues. Samuel the Bowman has smuggled you across the river from the Coldridge prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the legal reign of the Lord Regent and has brought you to meet the members of the organization. Thanks to organization. I probably messed up in that freaking ¿cómo se llama? That safe. I could have easily got that safe if I would have looked for the answer, but I didn't see it. Turn this up, organization. You know me, I gotta scavenge for stuff to see what we got over here. Can we get on here? Oh! some supplies or something. I don't know what's in that whole time. Check this too. Organization. I'm guessing there's nothing. Oh, they got the fishies here. Bad fishies. Alright. New to this city. I'm already. Cape of Teeth Map. What the? I'm stuck. Oh. I like it. You can get on hella stuff in this game. Not done being nosy though. There's two organization. I could probably open this door, right? Yeah. Later though. See what else we got over here. We can get up there. No, there's nothing in here. Let's see what we got over here. What is this? Unbreakable door. Key needed. So that means we gotta go from the other side.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized.
Maybe later.
Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Oh, snap. I know I'm not supposed to go over here yet, but... Just to organize it. Oh my gosh. The Lord is my shepherd. Oh man, what a good day so far. I heard things. Oh, that's inch mouth decor plates. So I'm gonna need that. Trunk. Ooh. Pouch. I'm gonna need that, my boy. Close that up. Don't want anybody looking through my stuff. Apricot. Take that. Autograph player.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
I'll begin again tomorrow. The art of procrastination, baby. Alright, so let's see what else we got. Ooh, the heater protection. Processed whale oil. A Gaffer's Tale Volume 1. Is this? Not that bad. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Young Whaler. A Gaffer's Tale Volume 1 or Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a small, sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tibian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dreams. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I've ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tanned and sinewy with muscle, weathered creases already wrinkling the corner of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy having found my purpose. Okay, this is Ouch, Admiralty and Fleet. Excerpt from a book of naval history. While each of these isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who committed them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious excuse me. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov. Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up the deck and begin their butchering and processing even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to the top of one of the most powerful warehouse companies, such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Some riders in the building.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. With Pendleton's voting block and my military connections, all we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-Law. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
Target log entry 1. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Pierre will spend considerably time and resources making those things spent. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo, can he actually break out of Cold Ridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds 1 in 5. I'm here, mother. A gaffer's tale. So this is a part 2 of that one. Gaffer's tale 2. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling. Too broken to continue. What the heck is whaling? Hold on, let me see what whaling means. I think I might have an idea. Whaling. Oh, it's a process of hunting of whales for the usable products such as meat and blubber, which can be turned into a type of oil, blah blah blah. Became increasingly important in the Industrial Revolution. Whoa. These guys, these people back in the day used to whale hunt, dude. With like limited resources, allegedly, I think. After more than a quarter century, I'm done with waiting too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the aisles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Very young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've been in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you can imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandisa. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waters, sleek and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be spared by ugly, weather-scarred men who knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nita hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord's Regent Crook Barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gap hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we've seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. I wonder if I can meet that person. Pub master key room. Oh, I should start closing these doors. Maybe there's some stuff in. Alright. I remember to go back upstairs. Hold on. I think it's not here. Oh. Let's hold F. What? I know there's nobody in here, man. Oh. The loyalist conspiracy is dissolved. Oh. What? kill her. I just wanted to like, knock her out, kind of thing. Put her to sleep. Oh, I just stole her key. Book of C, chanting, saying, what will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler? In the morning, feed him to the hungry, rest for dinner. Feed him to the hungry, rest for dinner. Early in the morning, wait, hey, it is. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Early in the morning, stuff him in his sack and throw him over. Hey, and up she rises early in the morning. These men are insane, dude. Except for mysterious overseer and vocations by high. It is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night. Never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd for the foggy gray waste of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes and far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Shall we go out this door?
Oh my, you startled me. Ah, you could only be Corvo. I suppose you're practicing for your job? You're much younger than I expected. Do make yourself at home. Terrible you got blamed for the death of the Empress. Rest her spirit.
Oh, I thought she was like an enemy, but I guess...
I'm sorry it's so dark. We can't risk being seen. It is a bit romantic though, isn't it?
I thought she was an enemy, but obviously, why would I think that? I mean...
I used to be the hostess here. Oh, I could tell you stories about that, believe me.
No, I'm good. Why do I have different books everywhere? Wait, who's this? Lydia. Let's see what happens when I go out here.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes.
Dang, there's so many things to do in this little area right here. Hold on, let me go back. Oh. No, it's like some potion right there. See?
You can call on Cecilia for the more menial tasks. It's what she's suited for.
I want to get that potion. Yeah! Whale oil. Oh, look. The whale oil that they be talking about. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna just keep reading them, man. Read these books. The Young Prince of Tivia. Did he play Lord Nathan Bale, shaken with outrage? How dare you, sir? Clothes so... In my very home, I should hand over you to the wash, depraved Tivian. Prince Kalisar, moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, lord. Treating me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Excuse me. As I have proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Nathan Bale, gasping, oh my God, sorry, your skin is so warm, it burns. The shadow of bitterly. Work of fiction. Fake stuff. Finding my way from the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise, esoteric patterns. Knots and loops of seamstress craft from the ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in the flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So are you the lover, I presume? You two have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. So... Now, what do we want to do? We can go out here. I think that, yeah, we can, let's go out here later. Let's go down here for now, which I think this is just a cool town. There might be no enemies here.
I'm sure the Admiral was anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here.
Yeah. Alright. So we gotta go. Let's see the back. Okay, I guess we could lose this back area right quick. See what's in here. Nothing. Is there? Oh, I can probably just. No, I can't. Probably just. Abandoned apartment key needed. King Sparrow feathers. Oh, cool. Where are those keys at, though? I want those keys, bro.
Welcome to the Hound Pit Pub, sir. How may I help?
Hello, sir. I am Wallace, and this is Cecilia. We have been informed of your arrival and will do our best to stay out of your way while you conduct your business.
Yes. Lydia's a servant here as well. The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right. Something down there. More well. Alright. Well, I think we looted a lot. Hold your horses. We can always start go to the Alright, so next is just to go inside here.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock, a true servant of the Empire, like you, until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans. but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us. We're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry. You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes. Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Piero is an inventor who is available to craft and upgrade equipment. Piero spends most of his time in his workshop. Samuel the boatman has smuggled you across the river. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I need some things to be upgraded for sure. I need some upgrades, baby.
Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man who's done his service for the crown.
Thank you, bro. Get off my John. Get off my John. Keep that. Keep that. Pick this up. Yeah. Can I drink this, bro?
Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coleridge Prison. Go see him when you can.
Alright, brother.
You don't know what it means to work with a man who stood at the end. Piero still wants a word with you. He's not a diplomat, but he's a brilliant man.
What the frick? Old Port Sewer District key.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be restored to the city of Dunwall, I believe he can do it. If anyone can get your old life back, it's him.
Alright, so I think now. Once I get up there, I can get up there. Yeah, though. Let me just double check. I'm a scavenger, bro. Let me just double check, make sure we didn't miss anything. So I want to get to that apartment and get that old key.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear, all custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. happened now? The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Second excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its use of measure of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it's nearly perfect, elegant, in fact. Protect the body against the plague equally. My own has properties not fully understood which relate to the mind itself and the spirit, and it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest, for you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass go better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Request is denied. Piero, no, when I sign off on these purchases, a bag of powdered crystal, Tavian ore. What's wrong with this? Metals and crystal, king sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pill. Academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you got to slow down. Well, I'm footing the bill. I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper, wire, or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Well, I took that one, you know. I want to use some of this stuff. Can I? I don't care.
That one is empty. A new tank, please. The dispenser upstairs will provide you with a fresh tank of whale oil. They're heavy, but you are no doubt strong enough to carry one back down here if you would.
Okay. Is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use is full. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's design is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of the tanks has exploded. That middle chart. Use this real quick. Alright, so want that tank? We're gonna give you that tank, my boy. Cause you're gonna give us some straps, my boy. Nothing. Yeah, no drip, my boy. A face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers would defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the death, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted for the 2-week training tour, pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Failed experiments. Peril. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolow's design, of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the academy. Cosmo. Even those among us who possesses the greatest minds are often led to the fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this. Despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the art aristocracy. Many of my experiences have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the privy chambers of the academy itself. Great ambitions require risk. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as calmly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Spitting facts, you hear me? Vivisection. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variants in physiology. Thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes against her billowing. I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. By Ebenezer Greaves. Out at the sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Bios, buoys, keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven to the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and below. For some time, as the men get them back on the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Well oil refilling station. The good Admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. So,
the Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be, to see see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Alright. Fill empty tank. Empty tank required. That's already filled.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Tell me what to do.
Just get it near the... Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face.
I don't know his
This
face.
mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you. You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Shit. Para can craft and upgrade gear with the money you collect. Bringing collected blueprints to Piero will allow you to unlock new upgrades to buy. These services can be accessed by talking to Piero at any time. Alright. Bro, I need your key, my boy. I already scavenged the city. So let's just see what we can upgrade and then we should be done.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Lowers cost 300 coins, crossbow accuracy, lowers dispersion and stabilizes crossbow aim. Purchase. Big composure ammunition. Whoa, okay. Allows you to rewire circuitry systems to your advantage. Let me try this. Here, let me get this. Disable security devices or make them work in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for the security device you want to hack. This consumes a rewire tool. Rewire walls of light, arc pylons, and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. Alright. So now chilling. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. Go to bed. Happy bro, talk to you, man.
You've met Piero. Good. You'll want to get some rest now. You'll be needed soon.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact.
Is the man dangerous?
Violators will be
Yes,
taken to
very
the
much
front
so, but no need to
for
fear.
treatment and
He is here to work
rehabilitation.
with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Facts.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
You better. But
Admiral Havelock made it very clear that we aren't to carry lamps outside.
Please follow me to your quarters.
after you. Wow. Ow. But it gives me the option to kill, so.
I hope the bed's to your liking. Let me know if you have trouble sleeping.
Well, not if you come along. Why you running, my boy? Don't run.
Did you do that? This is your room. It was chosen to give you privacy. I understand you'll need your rest.
Thank you, sir. Hey.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the city watch. They will be taken to
I
the
left me
front
some
desk for
coins.
treatment.
Little lamp. Auto. Alright, well. Let's take a little nap. Alright. Somewhere else. Okay, and that's it, man. This is it's a good stopping point right here. Let's just save up a little bit, overwrite this, you know what I mean? So yeah, we got definitely scavenged the city for some things, you know what I'm saying? Now we'll see what's gonna happen next. Thank y'all for watching. Next we got Miles Morales, so next video should be Miles. And just gotta keep these games in rotation, you know what I'm saying? Keep posting and keep getting busy. Yeah, y'all have a good one, man. Stay situational.